Somewhere on the calendar sitting in your kitchen is the exact date you are going to die on, and you have already lived through it, completely unaware, dozens of times. You walked right past it. You probably folded laundry on it. You complained about the humidity on it. You scrolled on your phone while waiting in a drive-thru, entirely oblivious. We treat death like a distant border we will eventually cross, a thick black line at the very end of a long map. But that is entirely wrong. Death is not a place you are traveling toward. It is a recurring coordinate, a hidden anniversary you blindly celebrate every single year. You just do not know the month or the day. It could be March 14th. It could be October 3rd. It might have been last Tuesday. You woke up, you brushed your teeth, you felt a little tired, and you moved through the exact 24-hour window that will eventually close on you forever. Think of it as your ghost holiday. Everyone has a birthday, a day that marks your literal entrance into the atmosphere. You demand presents. You expect text messages. You eat cake. But precisely 180 days away, or 42 days away, sits its quiet twin, your death day. It does not demand attention. It just waits. Every 365 days, the Earth completes a lap around the sun, and every single year, your physical body passes through the exact orbital coordinate where your life will permanently stop. A spatial rehearsal, a quiet intersection you drive through without looking both ways. Think about the sheer statistical weight of this. If you live to be 80, you will have passed your death day 79 times, 79 silent anniversaries. What did you do on the last one? Did you sit in a cubicle, staring at a spreadsheet, wishing it was Friday? Did you fight with your partner over who forgot to run the dishwasher? Did you buy a pair of shoes you will never wear? You existed in the very hours that will one day belong to your absence. And you thought it was just another Tuesday. That is the ultimate irony of the human condition. We are obsessed with milestones. We track our steps, our sleep, our anniversaries. But the most significant milestone of your existence is permanently hidden in plain sight. You live your relationship with time on an invisible calendar. We only map what we can remember. We circle vacations in red ink. We block out meetings in blue. But the grid itself is rigid. 365 boxes. No trapdoors. No escape routes. Somewhere in that grid, a bomb is planted. A biological tripwire. You step directly over it every single year. And every year, it simply fails to detonate. Click. Nothing happens. You wake up the next morning and complain about the coffee. But one year, the mechanism will catch. The wire will snap. The box will lock. Imagine if you could actually see the metadata of your own life. Imagine a red glowing border around the date, August 22nd or November 9th. Every time that date approached on the wall, the anxiety would suffocate you. You would stop breathing. You would hold your loved ones hostage in the living room. You would refuse to get in a car. You would stare at the clock, watching the seconds drip from 11:58 to 11:59, sweating, waiting for the hammer to drop. And when midnight finally rolled over and you were still breathing, you would collapse in euphoric relief, a survivor of your own calendar, for exactly 364 days, until the shadow crept back over the wall. This is why nature blinded us. Let us call it the blindness protocol. We are the only creatures on Earth cursed with the knowledge that we will eventually die. A dog does not know it is finite. A bird does not worry about next winter. But you do. You know the ending is coming. To prevent us from going completely insane, evolution engineered a cognitive blind spot. We know we will die, but we are deeply convinced it will happen to a different version of us. An older you, a weaker you, a you that lives in a hypothetical future, never the you that is currently holding a phone, never the you that is watching this video. This blind spot is what allows you to casually eat a sandwich on the anniversary of your own funeral. It is the psychological armor that makes life possible. Ignorance is not just bliss. Ignorance is survival. Without it, you would never build a house. You would never plant a tree. You would never start a business. Why bother if you knew September 12th was the permanent expiration date? The mystery is the exact thing that generates meaning. Your inability to see the tripwire is what allows you to run freely across the field. But the tripwire is still there. You will never see your own ordinary, final day coming. Let us look at the raw data. Roughly 150,000 people will die today. That is almost 2 people every single second, right now, and now, and now. For the vast majority of them, today was not supposed to be the day. Today was supposed to be just a Tuesday. They had groceries sitting in the fridge. They had unread emails waiting in their inbox. They had a half-finished cup of water on the nightstand. They had plans for the weekend. They crossed the tripwire, and this time, it snapped. We tend to romanticize the end. We imagine dramatic music swelling in the background, a profound final realization, a perfectly timed goodbye. But reality is devastatingly ordinary. Death does not wait for a cinematic climax. It interrupts you in the middle of a sentence. It catches you while you are trying to remember your Netflix password. It happens on a random afternoon while it is raining in another city. The date on the calendar does not care if you are ready. It only cares that it is time. This makes the mundane deeply eerie. Look at your watch. Look at the date. Is this the day? Have you already passed it this year? Are you walking toward it right now? Maybe it is next week. Maybe it is the middle of the summer. But here is the turn. The shift that changes how you look at the paper grid on your wall forever. If every year you casually stroll past the exact anniversary of your death, that means you are currently surviving it. You are winning. Every time that hidden date rolls by and you wake up the next morning, you have stolen another year. You have pulled off a heist. You are a thief in the casino of time, walking out with house money. Suddenly, the ordinary is not boring anymore. It is a victory lap. Sitting in traffic becomes a privilege. Paying your taxes is proof of life. Complaining about a bad cup of coffee means you still have taste buds, a tongue, a functioning nervous system. It means the trapdoor stayed shut. You are a ghost that has not yet learned how to disappear. You do not need to fear the date. You just need to respect it. Somewhere out there, the day is waiting for you. It is patient. It is quiet. It has no malice, no anger, no urgency. It is just a placeholder in the math of the universe. Let it wait. Tomorrow, when you wake up, look at the calendar. Note the date. Realize it could be the one. Feel the tiny, sharp thrill of not knowing. Drink the coffee. Buy the shoes. Forgive the friend. Wash the dishes. Live the mundane with aggressive intent. Because right now, you are trespassing on your own future. And nobody has caught you yet. The tripwire is silent. The calendar is blank. Keep walking.
Probably.